Get ready to excel as an athlete with the inspiration and motivation you need to dig deep and break into the first division for team, club, and country. For serious athletes only, this is StarPlayer Academy with your host and excellence coach, Marilyn Wo.
Welcome to StarPlayer Academy. This is your host and excellence coach, Marilyn Wo. Thank you for tuning in to our very first episode, and I hope you are feeling superb today. Since this is the very first episode, we are going to be talking about you and a little bit about me. Yes, just you and me together, getting ready to explore the world of successful athletes and how to become one yourself. As for future podcasts, we will dive deep to all things in the minds of successful athletes once a week on Mondays, about 15 minutes per episode. And that's where you get to learn to become a star player. Alright, so let's just start with the definition of a star player. What exactly is a star player? In my opinion, a star player is, number one, a serious athlete. To be an athlete yourself, you are already a challenge up ahead of regular people. But to be a star player, you have to get serious with what you're doing, to get committed to your decision as a star player, to be accountable for your daily actions. All right? And number two, as a star player, you are a high achiever. And number three, if you are a star player, you will want to build high performance mentality. Number four, you are willing to commit to daily habits toward body-mind mastery, personal development, and strategic preparation towards your goals. And lastly, number five, star players like you have one thing in common, that is you have a winning mindset. All right, and for you to even be listening to this podcast, is it because you have a great talent to bring to your game to the next level, but just can't quite perform it, right? Everybody, I believe, has your own talent. And there are times when I understand it's pretty hard to really bring it out into the game and contribute to your team due to many factors. And over here in StarPlayer Academy, we will find out how. How do you get that out of you and perform to your best? All right. And sometimes do you tend to take too long to pick yourself up from any adversity during crucial moments, like when you fail at a certain move and it probably affected you throughout the whole game and you never got to pick yourself up after that. So you are just affected only by that failure. Have you ever had that and you wish to find out how to overcome that? Just on time, right? Before the game is over. Or are you looking for motivational, inspirational guidance to get over your inertia, to work towards your goals consistently? Or when you are training or in any competition, does anybody told you that you were never good enough or even better than any other people? All right, I believe that there's no such thing. It depends on what people are looking for. But the thing is, if let's say you are in a team game, right, everybody has different strengths, weaknesses, and potential. There are different levels and different kinds of skill set that everybody should come together and complement each other. And this is what you should find out for yourself. And with StarPlayer Academy, you will get to unleash that. You will get to dig deep and figure out what is it that you can provide for your team. Okay? Are you looking to inspire the athlete next to you, which you can, all right, or even lead your team to victory? I believe you can. I believe strongly you have that quality in you to do that. But most importantly, you need to believe you are on this earth for this very reason, to be the star player of your team. I don't mean individualistic or self-centeredness, or even just to perform and wow the audience to show your greatness. It's not being about being a show-off, right? But being a star player of your team simply meant to be a serious athlete with a winning mindset. A winning mindset to influence your whole team, to rise above the challenge, rise to the occasion, and bring back home the game. All right? Okay, so since being a star player starts with believing in yourself, I shall start off with my beliefs and you can take it from there. I believe that if you want to win your outer game, you have to win your inner game. So it means that you don't have to train everything on the outside. I mean, you can just run really far or lift many, many weights, but that doesn't work if your inner game is not being mastered. Master your inner game and working on the outer game will flow, definitely. Always define yourself and not leave it to the environment on the outside. And I believe that you need to nurture your mind together with your physical body rather than at separate times and do it separately, because the body never lies. Whatever that you think inside will be shown outside, because it's one connected as a whole with nerves, blood and cells. They are not in separate pieces. Okay? And when it comes to being successful as an athlete, I believe in what Jim Rohn has said, and I quote. He says that success is something you attract and accumulate by being the person you become. So your personal development is the foundation to any success you want to have in life. First, you become, then you succeed. Not the other way around. And if you want to succeed, you must be an achiever. And if you want to achieve more, you got to do more. So that's how you get serious to be the best athlete you can ever be. And you do see those top athletes standing on the podium with their heads held high every time, with their gold medal, with their silver medal, with their bronze medal. Whatever it is, they are on the podium. So nothing is stopping them and nothing should stop you. All right? That said, my mission is here to teach you how to think and excel as an athlete. And I'm here to help you progress towards your goals. If you have self-limiting doubts, I'll change you to be a believer. And because I understand that you are unique with unique talents and strengths. So I'll help you achieve your full potential. Because I want you to be proud of yourself. I want you to be proud of your execution, your game. Because you have what it takes. And if all you are doing is just waiting, sitting around and worrying what people might say, what might and might not happen, nothing can help you. So right now you have to quit worrying, you have to wake up your mind, and you have tons and tons of success ahead of you. Who knows what you can achieve? All right? So why am I doing such a podcast? All right? I always wish that I had such a thing when I was an athlete. That was about 10 years back when I used to compete in the World Championships in this sport known as... Right, it's called canoe polo, and I'm from Singapore. So as an Asian, my physical size compared with Europeans is naturally no fight at all. So physically, my team is of no match to European players. And the first time we were in the World Championships, we came in second last. And because of that, we don't feel that accomplished, as you can imagine. So after that very first competition, we decided to commit to our cause, to be back again after 2 years. And because the World Championships happen every 2 years. And ever since then, every 2 years that we got involved, we came in 1 to 2 places better than before. And it's always the case. So due to our agreement to commit and dedicate our time to train together, we improve every year after year. But imagine that we admitted defeat, for the very first time when we competed. And even before going for the next one, we probably think, we are no match in terms of size, so shall we just give it up? Will we ever know that we could make it this far, right? I mean, we are not champions, not just yet, but we made progression through unfair circumstances in the first place, and we were not champions. That just means that we can still progress even further. And that also means that something must be missing, right? And I figured that we needed a guide. But what guide? What is that guide that we can have? I remember the Japanese ladies team always make it to the 4th place out of 20 teams. And that is really a great feat for an Asian team to accomplish. So what made them so good, right? I mean, even if their physical bodies are also smaller than the Europeans. I mean, if it's not the size, then what is it that makes them so good? And so we realized that besides teamwork, is the work of our minds. So hence this podcast has been created, because there must be some guide that can instill in the minds of athletes to listen to every day, a voice to listen to every day and get into their heads. And they can probably be running or training and listening to it at the same time, for tips, for a lesson to learn to improve their game. Something positive to be instilled in their minds. All right, I'm not a born speaker, neither am I trained as one, because you can hear from my amateurish way of speaking here. But I'm very, very determined to spread my message in any media that fellow athletes like you are listening to learn and to get something positive out of it. All right, I've been recording this time and time again and deleting each and every other episodes already, because I'm just not satisfied with how I speak. But I'm really determined to get my message out in any way I can. So I want to contribute to your success, because I want you to succeed. And because I was also in the same position as you were before. I do have teammates who fail to play up to their potential, and I think it's just such a waste. Or they even failed to receive justified recognition from their coaches. I mean, at the same time, I've also seen players who try so hard to bring their team players together, but failed, and they ended up quitting altogether. All right, and I figured that that's because they have no proper guidance, and there were no teachers who are willing to provide 10 times the value they can give. Right, so just want to say that you have so much potential to grow, and since I've been inspired and motivated by many successful people through their podcast, now's my turn to inspire you. And with that, I want to personally thank Sean Stevenson, Lewis Howes, and my one-time coach, Hal Elrod. Thank you guys for inspiring me every day. I mean, they don't know me, but I listen to their podcasts, I read their blogs, and I follow their lessons at least once or twice every day. And that feeds my mind with positivity. And it ultimately also helped me get this podcast up and running to share valuable lessons to people like you and millions of athletes all over the world. So right now, let's just dive into what you will get out of this podcast. Every Monday of the week, about 15 minutes per episode, you will get phenomenal tips to build that unique athlete within you. I will teach you to be a champion inside first. You'll pick up the right habits that you must do every day, and you'll learn to improve your mental strength and get a serious mindset shift towards excellence. Next, you will learn the best personal developmental practices of successful athletes. You will also get tips and tricks to be like any successful athlete and learn to do what they do every day. Also, I'll teach you how to live with a higher purpose, stay true to yourself, and reach your goals. So get ready to receive lots of readings and exercises to get you fired up. I believe that an athlete's journey is a daily process that's meant to be fulfilling and fun. It's not supposed to be painful or meant to be a punishment to our bodies. So I truly hope that this podcast can help you find that star player in you, such that you can perform up to your true potential and enjoy your games as much as you can. If there's more that you need to know, please go ahead, look us up on StarPlayerAcademy.com, where you'll get loads of resources, mindful tips to get you through your journey as an athlete. And leave me any question at all on my website, and I'll do all that I can to respond within the shortest time possible. Once again, I would like to thank you so much for listening to my very first episode, and I look forward to experiencing your adventures with you.
We've reached the end of another episode of Star Player Academy, but be sure to rate, review, and subscribe to help us bring you more of the inspiration you need to help you perform better during training and competition. Sign up for our mailing list at StarPlayerAcademy.com and join us next time here on Star Player Academy.